The foundation of nations defining constitutional supremacy. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. This concept is known as constitutional supremacy. It is a cornerstone of democratic societies. A constitution outlines the powers of the government. It defines the relationship between the state and its citizens. Most importantly, it enshrines fundamental rights and freedoms. All laws must conform to the Constitution. Any law that contradicts it is null and void. This ensures the government operates within a legal framework. It prevents arbitrary exercises of power, making the government accountable to the people. Constitutional supremacy establishes a hierarchy of laws. The Constitution stands at the pinnacle. All other laws are subordinate to it, ensuring fundamental principles cannot be easily overturned. Constitutional supremacy is not just theoretical, it has practical implications for the state. It underpins the rule of law, providing legal certainty for decisions, and protecting against tyranny. Guardians of the Charter, the role of judicial review. One of the key mechanisms for upholding constitutional supremacy is judicial review. It refers to the power of the courts to examine the constitutionality of laws and government actions. If a court finds that a law or action violates the Constitution, it can declare it unconstitutional. Judicial review acts as a safeguard against legislative or executive overreach. It ensures that the government remains bound by the limitations imposed by the Constitution. This power is essential for maintaining the balance of power within a democracy. The process of judicial review varies across countries, however, the underlying principle remains the same: to ensure that all laws and actions are consistent with the Constitution. This process often involves complex legal arguments and interpretations of constitutional provisions. The decisions made by courts on matters of constitutional interpretation have far-reaching consequences. They shape the legal landscape and impact the lives of citizens. The judiciary's role in upholding constitutional supremacy is therefore one of great responsibility and importance. Shielded by the Charter protecting fundamental rights and freedoms. Constitutions enumerate inviolable rights like freedom of speech, religion, assembly, equality, and fair trial. Constitutional supremacy ensures these rights are enforceable legal entitlements. Citizens can challenge government actions through the courts. Courts provide remedies protecting individual rights. This commitment is a cornerstone of a democratic society. Section 4. Adapting to change the amendment process and its significance. While constitutions are enduring documents, they are not static. Societies evolve, values change, and new challenges emerge. Therefore, constitutions often include provisions for amendments, allowing them to adapt to changing circumstances. The amendment process typically involves a more rigorous and demanding procedure than ordinary lawmaking. This is because amendments alter the fundamental framework of governance. The specific process for amending a constitution varies significantly across jurisdictions. For instance, in the United States, amending the Constitution requires a supermajority vote in both houses of Congress and ratification by 3/4 of the states. This demanding process is designed to ensure that any changes to the Constitution have broad support and are not made lightly. The ability to amend a constitution is crucial for its relevance and legitimacy over time. It allows for adjustments to be made to reflect evolving societal norms and address new challenges, ensuring that the Constitution remains a living document that serves the needs of the people. Section 5. The Global Stage: Constitutional Supremacy versus Parliamentary Sovereignty. Constitutional supremacy, while a prevalent model, is not the only system for organizing state power. A contrasting approach is parliamentary sovereignty. This principle, most notably exemplified by the United Kingdom, places the legislature in a position of ultimate authority. In a system of parliamentary sovereignty, the parliament has the absolute power to make or unmake any law. There is no higher law, including the Constitution, that can constrain the will of the parliament. While the United Kingdom does have a constitution, it is uncodified and can be amended by ordinary legislation. The choice between constitutional supremacy and parliamentary sovereignty has significant implications for the balance of power, the protection of rights, and the nature of democracy. Each system has its own strengths and weaknesses. The debate between these two systems reflects fundamental questions about the nature of sovereignty, the role of the judiciary, and the protection of individual rights. Ultimately, the best system for a particular country depends on its specific historical, political, and social context.